Ah, Kotaku, here we go again. Slay the Spire 2 is getting review bumped again, this time because of chuds! Not the chuds! So originally I thought, Slay the Spire is a good game. Why would you review bump something just because afterwards you've gotten to know someone you don't like worked on it, even though it's a good game? Now that we did a little bit research on her, you know, I think it's actually kinda justified to review bump it. Let's watch the video. Let's watch it. Like, for the YouTube frog, since I didn't record, like, going through, like, a little history of, like, who this woman actually is. She's mental. Yeah, she's mental. Either way.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining the current Slay the Spire 2 situation, where thousands of players are leaving negative reviews on this game and even requesting refunds after making a discovery about a certain consultant involved with the game's creation. Now, for many, Slay the Spire 2 has been one of the highlights of gaming for the year 2020.
Yeah. I know a lot of people really enjoy the game. Like, even Hexagon and, like, a few friends of mine, they've been playing it together. So I was, like, really surprised at how people, like, reacted to this. But after learning who she is, holy shit, man.
This game got off to a very hot start, achieving nearly 600,000 concurrent players. But now you can see the Steam DB ratings. It's dropped from very positive to the 50% range in just a few days.
That's insane.
Now, recently there was a balancing patch that caused a lot.
But will Ref finally say that's what he actually did the other day? I don't know, like a month or two ago.
A lot of dislikes to come in, but over the past couple of days, there's been an influx of thousands of negative reviews and refund requests, thanks to this discovery right here.
Where do I put myself?
Here's a related headline. It says this. Slay the Spire 2 is facing backlash after players discovered Anita Sarkeesian listed as a consultant in the credits.
That was the post that I originally saw. I was like, oh, but people love the game. Why are they suddenly so hateful? But like after the little trivia journey we just had of her saying everything is homophobic and sexist and what was it, racist? That's insane. And her not even using her own gameplay on gameplay videos. Her lapping to be enjoying video games. Her celebrating men old F4ing themselves. Like, what the f***?
Gamers are leaving negative Steam reviews, saying they regret buying this game and would not have purchased it if they knew. Some are requesting refunds while it is still in early access. Now, I will explain in just a moment why the involvement of Anita Sarkeesian here is such a deal breaker, but as you can see, predictably, the allies of people like her are already running defense, including Kotaku.
Ah, Kotaku, here we go again. Slay the Spire 2 is getting review bumped again, this time because of chuds! Not the chuds! Chat! Not the chuds!
Who made this article today saying, Slay the Spire 2 is getting review bombed again, this time because of chuds. An influx of new players are using Steam reviews to relitigate Gamergates. Yes, this might be the worst headline ever produced, even for Kotaku. But here's one of the intro paragraphs saying this.
Online chuds are mad!
For the third straight month, Slay the Spire 2 is getting review bombs. And then they eventually say, the reason for this is somehow that online chuds are mad that media critic and feminist frequency founder Anita Sarkeesian is listed in Slay the Spire 2's credits as a consultant. Now, of course, Kotaku confirms her involvement here. I'll say this, over the past couple of days, the sort of active
feminist frequency founder, God.
This on social media have been fighting for their lives to say that she was not involved in this game and it was all just a conspiracy until they couldn't deny it anymore. Now,
oh my God.
They're goalpost shifting and basically saying people are lashing out, including the online chuds who just can't handle this feminist and media critic. Well,
I mean, not with her history. Like, again, at the start I thought, if the game's good, why complain, right? But, like, actually, after learning what she did and what she does, like, nah. I'm sorry, Slay the Spire, but you will have to burn.
Of course, they are glossing over the person that is Anita Sarkeesian. I really can't sit here and explain to you the involvement and the damage this woman has done to the gaming industry in ways that we still feel to this day. This is someone who self-admittedly doesn't even enjoy video games, doesn't even like video games.
Yeah, we saw a clip of that earlier.
And had to basically start learning about them while she was grifting off of hating them. Okay? It's absolutely pathetic. But people listened to her. In fact, she got national television appearances. She even spoke before the UN. If there is...
Holy... How does she get so... What? Spine, thank you for the prime. Thank you so much, man. But how the hell does she even get this involved in things? How?
Such a thing as a grifter. That word has become watered down beyond belief. But if there is a true
look at this stupid YouTube bug, man. I don't know, man.
Is a true grifter, it's Anita Sarkeesian. People were so afraid of her and what she stood for in cancel culture that they couldn't tell her no. And she had a massive ripple effect on the gaming industry that has existed and really just evolved to this day. She is one of the worst things to happen to the gaming industry. Make no mistake. People like to meme on her because she is very, very unintelligent and hypocritical and really transparent. You can see right through her games. But people listen to her. And that's one of the reasons why the gaming industry is the way that it is today.
Get this woman out of this fucking genre, man. Leave. Holy shit, man. Go complain about corn. But hey, corn is empowering, am I right, man? Corn is so empowering. Sheesh.
And we have all this nonsense going on within it. But of course, looking at the Slay the Spire 2 situation, you can see the recent reviews are mostly negative. Getting absolutely destroyed with negative reviews. In fact, you can see some of the reviews listed here saying things like, I feel dirty having bought this. So here's some of the reviews recently left saying, game was quite good to kill some time, but the studio seemed to align itself with people that are destroying the industry. Do not support them.
How did Sarkeesian get to the floor at the UN? Because like Hassan Collegate, Piker, she's a Nepo baby. Is she? That would explain a lot of things, actually. That would explain so many things. Holy.
Devolver hired Anita Sarkeesian to consult on it, a radical leftist feminist who hates games, hates gamers, and pursued political activism to have both censored.
I don't even understand why you would hire her. What for? What the for?
Hard pass. I regret buying this. I was unaware Anita Sarkeesian was involved. I would have never bought it knowing that. The damage she has done to this industry and her hypocrisy, along with her terrible ideas, taints anything that could be truthful or fruitful. She only makes things worse. Always has, always will. I unfortunately found out I could not refund this purchase as I am past the refund window. I had not played it and only did so to leave a review. I regret buying. Here's another one saying, purchase before learning about the developer's choice in consultants. There are plenty of other games out there. I feel dirty having bought this. If you're going to include people in the production of a game that a lot of people don't like and you want to avoid negative reviews, then disclose it somewhere obvious that people can see it before they buy.
How did it even come out? Like, how did they even know? Did she put it on her resume? Like, how did people figure out that she was involved? Because obviously at the start, no one knew. She's in the credits? Oh. And then someone actually took the time to, like, look at the credits. Damn, okay.
The game. And of course, people are now requesting refunds as well. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't blame them. Was the consulting she provided something that enhanced this game in a meaningful way?
Probably not.
No. She didn't enhance this game in a positive or negative way. She was
even
just
do
a
anything?
small cog in this giant machine that produced this game. However, her name being attached to any video game these days is a very big impact. And as you can see, thousands upon thousands of people who enjoyed this game now feel betrayed.
I do wonder how it looks right now. What was it? Steam DB? Steam DB. Slay the Spire 2. I do wonder how it looks now. Like, this video is like already like 2-3 days old. It went even lower. Like, before it was at 59, now it's 57. So it has a lot of players, but like, goddamn. Just like Sweet Baby, her involvement is the kiss of death.
Now feel dirty for supporting this game, because this is a matter of principle. Out of principle, people feel wrong supporting a game or a development team that would work with the likes of Anita Sarkeesian. She represents everything wrong with the gaming industry. She is just a blight on the industry. Nobody wants to support anything she's involved with. This shows either just incompetence or just a total lack of understanding for how much negative PR she brings. Yep. They overlook this massively, okay? She, in fact, is the perfect example of a Sweet Baby Inc. type influence, where her name being attached to anything is a massive negative. Anybody who hires someone like that, whether it's Sweet Baby or Anita Sarkeesian, does not read the room. They don't understand gamers, and this is alarming. And nobody wants to reward this sort of behavior in hiring choice. Now, of course, this is getting sloppier and sloppier. You can see a lot of the recent negative reviews, mostly negative reviews. But there's an asterisk.
Asterisk?
And why is that?
What the
Well, they're claiming that these are off-topic reviews.
How is someone's involvement in a game an off-topic review? Oh my god, man.
And that these things are being basically curated to see if this is senseless review bombing, just as Kotaku was suggesting. And this is disgusting. This is covering for Slay the Spire 2.
Yep.
It's very obvious why there is a big spike in negative reviews the last couple of days. It's because of the discovery of Anita Sarkeesian's involvement with this game. Simple as that. And people have every right to express their displeasure in the form of a negative review and or a refund request. And you see people running defense, right, on Twitter saying the anti-wokies are boycotting Slay the
Anti-wokies, man. I'm sorry, is it really so controversial to not want someone who just hates one type of gender in your game? Like, who literally hates half of the world in your game? Who hates gaming in the game? Is it so controversial to not want them there? Anti-wokies, my
Spire 2, because they found out Anita Sarkeesian consulted on it. All this proves is that it was never about games being good. It was always about activism, which is just pure projection. This person does not understand the very obvious reason why people don't like this. They don't want to support anything the likes of her are involved with. It's that
understandably so, man.
simple. They don't want to reward negligent behavior. Because if you actually had a pulse on what gamers think, you would not hire Anita Sarkeesian for your project. She's not worth it.
She really isn't? Like, what value does she bring? None? I'll be so for real with you.
Consultation is not worth it from a practical sense, but from a reputational sense, it is detrimental to levels you can't even imagine, and we're watching it play out in real time. People who have been paying attention to this stuff will never support anything she's involved in, and I don't blame them whatsoever, and I don't blame them for requesting refunds.
Yeah.
Yes, Slay the Spire 2 was a very enjoyable experience for many, but I don't blame anyone for 1 second for leaving a negative review or requesting a refund after making this discovery. That is something people are doing out of principle, and I don't blame them at all.
Yeah.
I don't blame them at all. That seems like a pretty natural reaction. People are rejecting the Anita Sarkeesians of the gaming industry and anyone who has the gall to work with them. That's what's happening here. This is not senseless review bombing. This is a reaction to a problem that's been festering for over a decade.
Literally, we watched a video earlier from 10 years ago. Talking about her 10 years ago. And at that point, she was already problematic. Holy hell.
But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you can be there for daily uploads as well as multiple streams here a week on YouTube. I would love to see you there, but that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
No, don't play the music. I don't want to get copyrighted. Yeah, unfortunately, although Slay the Spire seems to be a really good game, they shot themselves in the foot with hiring her. Like, legit, what did they even hire her for? Consultant on what? Why do you need a feminist consultant in your game? Why? You just don't, man. You just don't, man.